Oh, hello. Are you someone who kinda wants to try this meditation shit but don't have a fucking clue how or why to even go about it? Or perhaps you're someone who does meditate but is getting no results and you're like, what the fuck, why do we even do this shit? And maybe you don't give a shit about meditating at all, but your thoughts won't shut the fuck up and you're dying for just a moment of peace. If so, I got you. I've got a trick that I'm going to show you in 2 different ways that will hopefully show you what this meditation shit is all about, or hopefully it'll allow you to experience the still and quiet nature of your own mind by making your thoughts shut the fuck up. It's brief, but don't underestimate what the briefest glimpse of the true nature of your mind can do. It can be transformative. Alright, before we begin, I'm going to need you to join my cult and send me all your money. No, don't be a dumbass. Motherfuckers should not be charging folks for showing them who they already fucking are. There is a rub though. It's that no one can tell you what you actually are because it is beyond definition. But I can tell you what you're not. You're not your fucking thoughts. So let's get to it because words won't get you there. This is something behind thought that you can experience, and you may be surprised to learn that you are always experiencing your true nature. It's just that it's tied up by fucking thoughts that think they're you. Okay, here we go. Honestly ask yourself the following question and then just observe the result. I wonder what my next thought will be. Did you experience a moment of no thought? If you did, then welcome to your true nature, to the substratum of reality, primordial awareness. If it seems like no big deal, that's because it's always fucking there. Hopefully it lasted until I started saying shit again, but perhaps it was just a brief glimpse, or maybe that stubborn-ass wrinkly pink meat computer said, fuck it, I'm generating a thought immediately. It's all good though. It's all data about yourself to study and improve upon, should you be so inclined. Here's a variation you can try. Ask yourself, how do I think a thought? How'd that one go? These are questions not meant to be answered, by the way, so if you have an answer, you're not getting a fucking gold star. These are catalyst questions to briefly short-circuit the thought process so that you can simply get a glimpse of your spacious, pristine mind. Here's the deal. If you're following religious dogma, that's fine, but that consists of thought that has been introduced and adopted. If you have spiritual beliefs, cool, but realize beliefs are a daisy chain of thoughts that we arbitrarily decide are true. If you are logically trying to figure out what's called the hard problem of science, aka consciousness, then you are generating thoughts in the form of hypotheses and experiments and whatever the fuck. But all of the aforementioned paradigms remain within the realm of thought, and it's not going to expose the one thing true. Now, I'm not dissing any of it or suggesting that there aren't any benefits. What I'm saying is religious thoughts will make you religious. Spiritual thoughts make you spiritual. Scientific method will provide knowledge of material reality. Nothing wrong with any of that shit. But what I'm talking about is what all that is trying to get at, but it's constantly being thwarted by the method of getting. Thoughts really fucking want to be thunk. Meditation is the practice of noticing that you are thinking, then letting that thought dissipate, no matter how compelling it is, over and over. And eventually you will weaken the binding power of thought and reveal that lucid stillness behind mental events. Once revealed, then meditation happens at all times, because meditation is just existence aware of itself, not thinking of itself, aware of itself, and it's always there. Whilst eating, sleeping, fucking, pooping, it's just being in beingness. It's awareness being aware of its own fucking awareness. It's not being aware of something, it's awareness without the of. It's not logical, it can't be explained or written or chased or generated, but I promise you, it's a fucking thing. It is the fucking thing. But it can't be found in a book or a lecture or in a fucking social media video. It can only be an experience. It's the wakeful emptiness behind all things waking up within you. But the funny thing is that it was never fucking asleep. When you see it, you'll laugh at how crazy obvious it actually is. It's so close that we can't normally see it for the same reason that an eye cannot see itself. Seekers have been seeking this since time immemorial. This thing I'm pointing at is the thing, and it's absolutely attainable. I mean, all it is your actual true nature. You're a fluctuation in the field of singularity, a wave upon an all-pervasive sea of pure presence. It's just that motherfuckers are coming at it like it's out there somewhere, like it's something that can be defined by its attributes. It presents as emptiness because we don't have words that can encapsulate it. But the emptiness is awake, and there really isn't an out there, at least not in the way we think there is. We chase our tails through belief, thoughts generating more thoughts thoughts about the original damn thought, and definitions and protocols and paradigms, practices and ceremonies, but the portal is within you, and it's always fucking open. It's the thinker that allows thought. It's the knower that knows shit. You are existence, aware that it exists in a temporary form you call me, an apparent self, defined by I like this shit, but I hate that shit, and I don't give a shit about that other shit. A fragile framework, a delicate but persistent bubble of attractions and aversions and neutralities, like a mathematical personality equation that colors and defines the size and shape of your bubble until it pops. So my advice to you is forget all this shit I've just said, because if you think you know what I'm talking about, then you already let your thoughts fuck it up. Remember that the scaffolding of thought called ego will co-opt, borrow, or steal any glimpse you get of something that threatens its purpose. This obscuring construct that binds the one and only true thing with self-serving, satiating, relativistic lies. So just remember the glimpse you had and just sort of relax into it. And if you didn't have one but you want to, then fucking keep at it. If that's your true aspiration, to do more than peek behind the curtain, then you will keep at it, to reach a state of relentless awareness. And if it's not, you won't. It's as simple as that. What's not simple is bypassing every belief you've ever had about yourself. What's not simple is leaving the safety of the pack's opinion and attachments and plowing into the wilderness landscape of your own mind. What's not simple is swimming upstream against millions of fucking years of evolution to break the egoic construct that nature has cleverly erected in order for you to reveal what you've always been. It's a very effective shroud, this ego thing, in place so that the wakeful emptiness, the singular beingness in the form of a universe, can keep breaking itself into amnesiac little meat bits that believe they are something separate from itself. Reality is awake, for fuck's sake. Alright, well, now you know what's up, so go do you and have a lovely day. Or a fucking existential crisis. Whatever you need to do, it's all within you. Toodaloo.